I can't talk in the meantime.
Yeah, you can talk.
You still a tyrant, huh?
Nah. Okay, so
that ain't changed yet.
No, that ain't never changed.
Damn. Nigga can't talk his shit. Goddamn.
No, that ain't gonna never change.
Okay. Well, I'll shut up.
Got a little Merlot over there right now, Pete. What's going on, Pete?
What's happening, King?
Oh, okay, so
I like that right there. What's happening, King?
Okay, can you hear them?
I haven't seen him in a long time. No, I got a little Italian red I'm cooking over there on the stove behind me.
Let me turn it up a little bit. So I got my man King in at the studio.
Oh, he's King. Okay,
that's King.
Right hey, what's that?
No, I thought
you know,
I thought you was some Queens. You know, Queens re-acknowledge. Like, what up, King? You know what I mean? That's I thought you were talking about. You know what I mean? What up, King?
How come I can't see myself?
Hold on, because I need to put the TV right here. We got to. That's why I said we got to fix that too.
I was gonna bring a TV too.
Now, but we need a specific size TV, right? Because the TV needs to match the picture size. So it's an 18 by 24 or 16 by 24. Because I got another one, a Tupac that go right there. So I'm gonna move the Dr. Dre one over there, and then put the TV right there. But when it's not actually showing like when you can see who's on the screen. It's not showing that, it'll have the picture of Tupac right there.
Okay.
But they got to be the exact same size as these photos.
Okay.
Get my man, hold on. Get my man 6 in here. We're gonna be deep up in here today because it's one of them topics.
Yo, what up?
It's one of the topics I'm piss people off.
Oh, it's one of them topics. Oh, me.
You know.
Oh no, that's not gonna work though. It's not all right. Oh, let me get this right.
I guess it's good I can't see myself.
Yeah, because you'll be overconscious.
No, I got boogers on my nose and shit hanging out my lips and shit.
Yeah.
It's good I can't see myself.
Okay.
And
what about that?
Right.
That too crazy?
You see my little tiny white people?
Okay.
Do the next one that goes to the It's like that. It's the way it was though, but it's like.
What about this one?
More like that? That one right there. That's the one you need.
Nick, I would never drink Merlot.
Hold on, let me get this right.
See, that's terrible. I can't even see what you guys are seeing. That's not fair.
Well, we just looking at each other.
We're seeing.
Yeah, it's nothing exciting.
Can you see my ashy knuckles?
Yeah.
Oh man, I need some lotion.
Nah. I'm talking about trilogy, bro. We can't even see that. There you go. There you go.
That nigga got me here like the clown of the group.
Nah, it's not that, bro. It's
no, we're about to have fun.
Well, so King started the podcast. When we first started the podcast, we started together. Like he would always be in it. He would engineer sometimes for me and Pete. But he went to Washington. Now he's back, permanently back in the land.
Permanently back.
Yeah, he permanently back.
Yeah, I'm permanently back.
Nice.
You guys sold me now. I'm sold.
I thought this was gonna be an interesting conversation. No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time, right here on Digital Soapbox. Click the thumbs up button, let everybody know you're in the house. If you're on Twitter, retweet this link. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're on Facebook, share it. We do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. Look below us, a link below us right there. Subscribe to the No Ceilings podcast when you get a second. Feel me? We do this to support that podcast, the No Ceilings podcast. You can check it out on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcast from. The No Ceilings podcast, executive produced by Charlemagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. And we off to the start. Shout out to the lunch table. This is gonna be good. Shout out to the lunch table. Everybody at the lunch table. Feel me? That's what we call the people, King, that's in the comments talking to us. So it's not like the podcast where we just talk to each other. We do talk to each other, but the
do like people write in and stuff, and
the comments have a say.
And
then me and Trap been talking about it where we want to go after and then give the lunch table even a more of a voice, like through Twitter.
Okay.
So it's more of a community than just, I'm very tyrannical, but it ain't, I still want to hear what people have to say.
That's a new word, tyrannical.
Yeah,
that's a new word. Yeah. Went from tyrant to tyrannical.
So it's 5 people. So I got Pete, obviously, right?
Pete, player Pete.
Player Pete.
Player Pete.
Yeah, that's stuck.
Get it right. It's player Pete.
Player Pete. I got my man Trap from Queens, New York.
Right.
Trap is one of his brothers. They dibble and dabble in Viola, which is a brand, a popular THC brand.
Oh, definitely. Okay.
Yeah. And I got my man 6 John. 6 John is the one that hooked us up with Brian McKnight. He's one of the first rappers that I knew was a serious rapper.
Oh, so you've been dealing with him for a while.
Yeah, and
okay.
he in so many ways he teaches me more about producing R&B and different things. But his take on music is really sharp.
All right,
he's a really sharp dude. He usually come around here, but
I'll be around
trying to get him in this space.
I'm gonna see you in person. I'm gonna see everybody in person.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to everybody at the lunch table. Fats, Chill, Derek, King, Nick, what's happening? No Cub, man, welcome back, my boy. On a mission, Madge, what's happening? Rough, V, Hot. Let's get to it. Yeah, let's get to it. So this is what I saw this morning, Trap. I sent it to you, but I thought you should hear it. The rest of it. Here it is.
Yeah.
My album was called Knowledge is King. It was going into a whole spiritual space about knowledge and being intelligent. KRS-One was saying Jesus was black. Public Enemy was saying it takes a nation of millions to hold us back. It's all 88, 89, and by the time we got to 90, the powers that be said this black conscious movement is moving without radio play. It's moving completely underground, and there's an underground subculture of positive, pro-black, intelligent people. We cannot have this movement happening. So the unfortunate part for gangster, quote-unquote gangster rap was they started to handpick what they were going to play. And this is the part that you know. They went from not playing rap because they said it was too edgy and not melodic enough to playing the most profane rap and beeping the curses out. That's how bad they wanted to get that content on the radio. There's nothing on the radio that hasn't been paid for. So that was an investment. So the part that we're really, really underestimating is if you had PE over here and you had Biggie over here, you're going to say we're going to put more money into Biggie because we understand his content. And this is back to freedom of speech without question. I love a lot of what Biggie did. I love a lot of what NWA did, but they started to make us one-dimensional. So instead of seeing it was the Black Panther, they started only showing the match.
So that was Mo D. Shout out to the first off, before we get to it, shout out to the legendary original pioneer of this thing that we call hip hop, Cool Mo D, Treacherous 3, original. Feel me? One of the better MCs that's probably undercredited and really underrated. Just an outstanding one of the first people to make a diss record that was just like a national song that everybody just enjoyed.
How you like me now?
You feel me? That spun off and made a rock version. That's this huge version, How You Like Me Now, which is a remake of Mo D's song. So Mo D is really one of my earliest favorite guys from New York that I remember. Kool Mo D was special. King, you probably saw Kool Mo D at an older age. You're a little older than me, so you saw Kool Mo D even kind of coming into as a teenager yourself.
Oh yeah, see them in concert too when they come up to the Northwest.
But this goes into a greater conversation, and it's like there was always the conversation of the meeting that happened. They said there was a meeting that happened amongst the industry bigwigs that ran record labels, that there was a conscious effort to stall out black consciousness and start to market and promote gangster rap.
Ain't that what Blackstone and all that is?
Blackstone, like
the group, the conglomerate, they own all that stuff.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's something you should look into.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
Blackstone, BlackRock, Vanguard, all those masters.
Yeah,
like
BlackRock, Vanguard, BlackRock, Vanguard. They own all that.
Yeah,
They're the ones you're talking about that I heard that got into that meeting and did that and took over the whole thing.
They have an aggregate $30 trillion, capital.
So yeah, you know what I'm talking about then, Player P.
Yeah, they own everything. So it's like they own potato chips and diet pills. So
shout out to Don Dub. Don Dub said it took place in 1991 at the prison, and the prisons went private. So
that's who owned Vanguard and the guys own the prison system.
Sure, but there's always been that conversation, which nobody has ever been able to prove is true. And
they really shit the bed because as of '94, crime went down for 20 years as hip hop got more profane and more proliferated in its distribution.
Yeah, but again, it goes into this really greater conversation. And me and Six was finna start having a conversation offline, and I was like, "Nah, let's wait till we get online." It's like Trap's not going to want to hear this. right? It's Trap's favorite thing, but he's not gonna want to hear this. There's always been this disdain that the West Coast created what we call reality rap, or people that white people label gangster rap. So to me, that conversation has always been a very, the conversation Mo D is having is a very lopsided conversation, because that has never been the only version of hip hop. It's like when I argue with Trap about how a lot of the what they would call themselves purists, but they're not really purists, they're really dicks, is how they see hip hop. In their mind, hip hop starts, the lyricism starts with Rakim, and the music starts with Marley Marl. But there's always been a variety. Like even how Mo D is saying it, like he's putting emphasis on his record that came out in 89 and Public Enemy's records that came out in 89. But there was also records that came out of New York that were not necessarily in the same vein as PE or Mo D at that time. New York has always had a different plethora of MCs before the West Coast truly got their hands on their own version of hip hop, because we did have hip hop before. You know, we had hip hop in the early 80s too. We had rap music in the early 80s. You had, shout out to the Rappers Rap Disco Company. I mean, again, Captain Rap, all them dope brothers from that whole movement, right? But we really look at Short. We look at Short and we look at Ice-T as the foundations of West Coast hip hop, because that's when they started to carve out something that was theirs. It wasn't anymore like all rap music, all hip hop is inspired by New York. Not all rap music, all hip hop is inspired by New York. It has to be. But you have to kind of take it and make it your own, not just in subject matter, but also in styling, right? You have to create something. You have to add to hip hop. That's the dopest part, because without it, you're just biting. So you have to add. So
is it culture you have to add to it?
That's the catch. You have to add culture. That's what takes it from rap music to hip hop.
Yeah,
because there's rap songs. You know, Joe Tex kind of coined the term rapping, like on the scale of music. But when you put in that street urban culture, that's when it becomes hip hop. Without it, it's just rap. Anybody can rap. I mean, we've been having this conversation for years. I mean, anybody can rap. But again, like I'm telling Trap, and like I've been saying, they've always had Houdini. They've always had Run DMC. They've always had so many different acts. So many different acts that is scary. So many different acts that is scary. So when Mo D says that, like, it's always kind of a slight that the West Coast kind of got it, and that's what ruined the Black consciousness movement in hip hop. And that's just not true. That's all I'm saying. So it made me think that gangster rap, you know, destroyed conscious hip hop. But there were conscious hip hop acts even moving forward. Like, where do you place Ice Cube in this conversation?
You asking me?
That's interesting.
Sure, anybody.
Ice Cube.
Do you place Ice Cube in Kill at Will, Death Certificate, America's Most? Do you place that in reality rap or conscious rap? Because Melly Mel created reality rap as well. We didn't even create reality rap. Melly Mel created reality rap. The Message is one of the earliest songs that I heard reality rapping in, where he was like, y'all doing too much. Don't make me kick y'all ass. Don't push me. I'm close to the edge.
I think when it comes to Cube, I think it's probably looking at his background, you know. Some of the things he's saying would make people think he was a bona fide gang member or something like that. In actuality, is he? And if he's not, then they're gonna give him a pass, so he'll be able to get away with that.
But what's bona fide gangster about Cube?
Nothing.
The stories.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing.
And I think there was like an evolution of Cube. Like we saw him kind of grow up from the NWA Cube versus, you know, Steady Mobbing and all that. You know what I mean? There was an evolution. But as it pertains to the subject, I do think that, like me and G was talking offline, and I told him, I think much like today, there the agenda that's being pushed. You know, we went from drug dealing to drug users now. So I could see that being the case back then. They don't want the conscious, they don't want the intelligent rappers to be on the forefront or on the radio or things like that. They want to push the agenda of gangster rap and killing and all that stuff. And it hasn't changed.
But
as far as the agenda.
With Cube, though, you know, even his earlier stuff was conscious in a certain way for those that understood what we was going through on the West Coast, you know, with the police, with everything happening. So it was more, to me, listening to Cube back then, and NWA was more empowering, like, you know, gathering yourself up to do this fight to break away from what the police was doing to us and stuff like that. So consciously on the West Coast, that was conscious music to us in the streets.
You know,
it did rally us in the streets.
I liken it to like two slaves on the plantation.
Mm-hmm.
One slave is preaching why the master should let us go.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have gangster rap, which is Nat Turner.
Yeah. So that is conscious for us. That was our conscious rap for us.
Yeah. That's a great point. I never thought about it like that.
So if you look at the music that NWA released though from before they got the letter and after they got the letter, you know what I'm saying? It's completely different music, man. You know what I'm saying? Like from the Express Yourself up into, you know what I'm saying, messing with the Reverend's daughter and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That was completely different music right there, B. And there was a reason why they did it like that though too, because they wanted to push a certain message. He's like, nah, we ain't with the Express Yourself no more. They got P over there doing that. We need to bring another vibration. And that's why when you say that the meeting is a pretend, is a make pretend meeting, is a fake meeting, you need to give a shot up on here, B. You need to give a shot up on here, G. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Rashad wasn't in the meeting.
His man was in the meeting.
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
His man was in the meeting. That's my word. Okay.
You gotta be. I'm only taking it if you was at the meeting.
His man was at the meeting. I spoke to the dude.
So his man need to call up in here and talk.
See, that's the thing. It's like when Steele always telling me some rapper or some executive is a homosexual. I'm like, okay. He's like, man, they was at this party. I was like, you was at the party? No. Well, how do you always know what's going on at the party? Like, that's how I feel when we had this conversation where it just, I can't help but really believe.
Say it's hearsay.
Well, no, it's a long line.
It's hearsay.
It's an extra inch in a long line of we really hate the West Coast niggas. And
that wasn't in the first gangster rappers. How the fuck you gonna?
That's my point. Because somehow it always ends up in 1991 or 92. like gangster rap did not exist before NWA. Like it wasn't people doing this before NWA.
They wasn't put on the forefront though.
NWA wasn't in the forefront.
After that letter came, they was pushed up there like that, man.
No, they still wasn't pushed up there.
The whole budget changed. The whole thing changed.
What song? What song?
They kind of broke up around that time, didn't they?
Yes.
Okay, what defines gangster rap? Because when you look at old hip hop, they have battles, music battling each other and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm saying. So what are we defining as gangster rap versus?
I would like
that's my question. What is gangster rap?
What is gangster rap?
It's not.
We have guns now and not fists.
They had guns. Because BDP had guns.
Yeah, what is gangster rap?
Let's go. All right, listen, bro. It's not about. We know the gangster. We know where gangster rap come from.
Capone and the guys from where?
We know gangster rap came from. You know what I'm saying, white media coined it that right there, and they went from there. Remember, to everybody else, it's supposed to be reality rap, right? Is that right there?
Was that term being used?
Which they did call a stealth.
They called it that for a second.
They pushed back and said, no, we make reality rap, which reality rap existed because of the message. The message is still a reality rap song.
Yeah.
That's just a conscious song.
No, it's a reality rap song.
Was the term reality rap existing on its own before gangster rap was being used, or was it used in response to the term gangster rap?
No, they was calling it reality rap from the West.
But you know, gangster gives a negative connotation, so that's one way of slowing down.
That's the root of my question.
Yeah, that gives one way of slowing down.
Was the word reality rap being thrown around in '87?
Yes, they called their style that because they were starting to label it gangster rap. Okay, it's weird to have this
So they
conversation.
did it in response.
No, this is they. So when white, as I tell you all the time, it's like when you say, forgive me, because this is a white conversation and you white, but that's not what the two don't have nothing to do with each other.
Fine, just
You don't
keep
Is this a
represent.
disclaimer?
No, because it's
Trying to
important
get
because
to
this is the thought.
chronology.
No. I'm gonna tell you why.
P.
Because it's the desire to label. It's the desire for people outside to figure out what's going on, like the West Coast sound. It's when you don't quite get it. It's like, so you need to package it up so it's digestible for people who don't get what's happening. So when they started to label it, they labeled it gangster rap.
Yeah, I
think
just
they
was
did it in
wondering,
an extra
simply
term.
put,
I think it's more negative when they did it.
1000%.
Well, I mean-
I'm just asking from a chronological standpoint, was the term reality rap being used en masse prior to the advent of the term gangster rap being introduced? And it sounds like
It's
it
a
was
great
not.
question.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I'm not sure.
The minute you say gang, that gives the government a right to do something.
Well,
Because now you're getting people in fear. You're getting people
To be fair though, NWA has a song called Gangsta Gangsta in 1988.
Mhm.
But again, a gangster, I understand why the system of America is not a fan of what you would call gangster rap.
Niggas been trying to be gangsters for years before that.
Yeah,
Just walking around
that-
streets.
that's not the point. I get why the system of America, it's a crime. It's rooted in crime.
Yeah.
So I'm asking, are other brothers pushing back on the fact that brothers are talking about committing crimes? Because I've always said this, you can't be pro-black and anti-crime. That don't even go together in America. How could it?
What's White Light then? Who did that?
Which
White
one?
Lines.
White lines. Oh,
Yeah.
that's Melly Mill.
And that was about cocaine and everything, right?
Yeah, but they
No,
always
don't
gonna
do
make
it. Don't do
They
it.
gonna
Don't
always
do
make
it.
a
He
false
said, don't
I'm
do
just
it.
saying, dog. I'm just asking. Hey, I'm just throwing stuff out there. I'm just
He
trying to
said,
think.
don't do it. That's what
I'm
the
new to the
title
board
was.
right here.
No. What I'm saying is, I get why the country of America, why white people, not like our white person, not like Player Pete, but the system, right, would be not cool. You know what I mean? This is like, hey, they're talking about breaking the rules. But I don't know how a black person, you can't be pro-black in America and anti-crime. They don't go together. If you're pro-black, you know the system of America makes laws that are not to your benefit historically. So therefore, you cannot be, you know what I mean? You can't be anti-crime. You can't be like, I'm against people committing crimes. It don't make sense.
But you
The
can
first crime that niggas committed was running from the plantation.
Okay, but is the crime
So
related to injusticeness? Is my question.
Well, again, right and wrong is different.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what we're saying. If you pro-black and you define crimes that's against injustices, you know, to me that will go hand in hand.
But right or wrong is all subjective. Like somebody could look at a drug dealer and say a drug dealer is wrong. I think selling drugs is wrong and I was wrong selling them. But I would never go out and tell somebody else they wrong for selling a product that somebody else is buying.
Yeah, but it's wrong because you didn't have a license and you're not a big pharmaceutical company.
That's a great point.
I mean,
Fair point. Fair point.
Is that why it's wrong?
Fair point. Fair point. Fair point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Fair point. So it's just weird when I say that. What is the
can't get a
what's
license
the
without
true?
crack.
Huh?
Crack was in Coca-Cola's back in the day.
Cocaine.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Cocaine.
Crack was not in no Coca-Colas. Cocaine was in Coca-Colas. Crack is something that drops in the water, and then you know what I'm saying? That's a whole different thing.
It's
Wasn't
the
no
same
crack.
active ingredient.
Yeah,
No,
when you
it's
drop anything,
like-
cocaine into anything,
Once
it's gonna
that
be the
shit
same
drop in the
liquid.
pot and all
Like
that other shit
cocaine
come out
was
of
a
it, it's
local
a complete
anesthetic.
difference.
Novocaine means new cane.
Once
Tell
that
them,
shit
Player
drop in the
Pete.
pot and that ice hit that shit, it's a
Why
totally
is it?
different drug.
So my question to you is: why is it your problem is when we make something out of it, but it's okay if the white folk make some out of it? Forgive me.
How do you
Now
mean?
you're talking economics now.
I'm talking to trap.
When we make something out of it and the white people make something out of it, what
Yes.
you mean?
Pete, tell
Listen,
him.
I'm
please.
not- I don't got no problem with
Tell
that.
him what Novocaine is, Pete. Tell him what it is.
Listen,
Novocaine is synthetic cocaine.
everything comes from the opiates. I know how all that go. But and I'm in the marijuana business, so I know how. You know what I'm saying? It was out in New York.
I see us protesting. I see us protesting some guy on the street, some brother on the street trying to change his life by selling a product that somebody else wants and is addicted to, which is kind of the flaw. But we're not protesting the factories themselves because we feel like long as we get to use it for what we want to use it for, is different. Same link, Craig. Same link.
Everything has been used for medical use, and then they once they realize like
PCP,
everything was, even when it comes to opiates and all that shit like that right now, like how they got, you know what I'm saying, that later on down the line they're gonna say them shit should have never been given out like that. You know
Shout out to Marcus Mitchell. Cocaine and crack are chemically identical. That's true.
Yeah, it's the same
but
thing.
You're buffering in the delivery system.
Is man-made, like Player P said, that the Novocaine is synthetic, but cocaine is real. Now you're going back to that right there. What's natural, that we could get free, they want to capitalize off of. So
I'm not about to sit here and tell me that cocaine and crack.
Okay, here's a better question.
I think if you took Novocaine and ingested it in a way, like obviously it comes in a different format, but if you were to like cook it and smoke it, it doesn't have the same dopamine response that cocaine has. So that's why they synthesized the anesthetic portion of it.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Player Pete.
Also proved that same thing happens with white sugar. Dopamine release is pretty tough.
Oh, I thought you meant local anesthetic. I was like, what?
No. Okay, back to the point.
Yeah.
So again, the issue with gangster rap for me is it's like, what exactly are we calling? Are we calling rap songs that have a crime in them gangster rap? And if you're a black man in America, why are you upset at somebody in black in America talking about a crime?
Because there's probably like a 99% chance that if they're committing a crime, it's going to be against someone from your community.
But that's normal for every person that commits crime, every community.
But wouldn't it be more?
They're the ones making the music out of it.
Everybody makes the same music. Country music makes songs about sleeping with each other's wives.
But I think the thing comes in after the influence.
Not robbing each other's houses.
Is it going to influence others to do the same thing? And that's what the problem is. They thinking it's influencing people to commit more crimes.
Then why don't the suburbs start breaking into houses?
Oh, they do.
So are you asking what's the difference between gangster rap and conscious rap?
Yes. Are you saying conscious rap is
knowledge?
So what is
knowledge?
Ignorant? So what's ignorant specifically about NWA? What don't they know?
No. Listen, like I said, the first album not the first, not the Posse album. The next album that really Straight Outta Compton. That was coming. That had a conscious edge to it. Like I said, you had Express Yourself. You had Fuck the Police. Fuck the Police is a conscious record.
Wait, hold on.
I'm saying that's being socially aware. That's being aware socially of what's going on around them. You know what I'm saying, like that though. It was addressing.
I got something.
Huh?
Hold on. Let's back up a little bit.
Yeah.
What is conscious rap first?
Conscious rap is a music genre that focuses on social issues. You know what I'm saying? Politics. You know what I'm saying? It comes across with knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like that's conscious rap right there. Being socially aware. You know what I'm saying? About being aware socially about, well, I don't know what I'm saying it right or wrong. Like that's conscious rap. That's why everybody not a conscious rapper.
So let's say you grew up in an area where you're a gang member and it's a predominantly gang existence. Everybody culturally kind of belongs to these tribes. And you're rapping about those experiences with a full awareness of what's happening. Why is that not conscious rap? Is conscious rap only positive? Is it only believing that things can be solved without a fight?
Yeah.
So that's pussy rap.
Conscious rap. It has to be. Listen, the thing is this though. It's not pussy rap, because the thing is this. Hip hop has to come with a balance, B. You know what I'm saying? So just because it's the total opposite of what gangster rap is, that brings the balance to hip hop though, bro.
What's the opposite of what gangster rap is? A rap that has
Talking-
no crime.
Not talking about uplifting it like that. Though.
I got to jump in here
Glorifying it like you do.
because I remember a time where Eazy-E went to the White House for lunch. I remember a time where Eazy-E went to the White House for lunch.
Okay,
so that's a social thing to me.
Hold on. Here's another question. So the glory you speak of, the glorification of it, right? Because let me make sure I got that right. Let me define glory.
How did you gangbang?
I have a quick one.
You back on that?
How about this? Diagnosis rap and problem solving rap. Gangster rap is about diagnosing the problem, and a lot of conscious rap is about pursuit of solution. There's not a lot of pursuit of solution in reality rap, gangster
I think
rap.
it's the opposite. I think conscious rap is all about complaining about problems. I think gangster rap is all about solving the problems with finite solutions.
No, it's about glorifying the problem.
No, how is it about glorifying the problem?
That's
It's
a hell
not
of a
the
rebuttal.
message. It's not the message where, like, you call it the message conscious rap, where he's just complaining about how raggedy he is. Gangster rap is like, I'm finna go break in this white person's house, steal all that shit. So I move out of this apartment that has piss in the hallways and is
What
broken
song
glass
was that?
everywhere.
What song was that? Meet the Flockers.
Yeah,
Flockers didn't go to Beverly Hills.
they did go to
Somebody
actually the Flock song
sunlight,
is in
man.
Beverly Hills. Yes, they did. They didn't flock the neighborhoods.
Yeah,
Ain't
they
no
went to the
flockers
Burbs.
flock. They do not flock the neighborhood. So I think it's the opposite. I think conscious rap is complaining about the problems. I think conscious rap is Martin Luther King,
No,
and
conscious rap
gangster
comes with a
rap is
solution.
Malcolm X.
Conscious rap comes with a solution. We try to find a
What's
solution
the
upon it.
solution? What be the solution in a conscious rap song? Protest. What's
Get
the
people
solution?
together.
They ain't talking about knocking those slavers down. So what they talking about?
Fight the power. Wasn't that what was it talking about? That
Vote? That's your solution?
solution.
That is not no fucking solution. You
Solution.
can't vote yourself out of oppression. Like, would y'all be the same slaves that be on the plant when that got killed and shit and they killed y'all be like, well, that's why you can't try to get off the plantation, master. You got to stay more conscious. You got to be aware that these white folk got us.
Don't put me in that one.
I mean, that's like that cuts both ways, though. It's like the collective group mentality was the plantation mentality of its day. Like, what was the famous quote that what's her name, the Underground Railroad lady said? The biggest issue I had with freeing more slaves was the fact that I couldn't convince them to leave, something along those lines.
That's conscious rap. You can't convince them to leave. Shout out to Diamondback Photography. Conscious rap goes to HR for a complaint. Gangster rap goes off the job site to handle it. Facts. And it's funny because I'm finna start a stream of tweets, Diamondback, off of that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm always compare what gangster rap does versus what gangster rap does. Conscious rap versus gangster rap. So, shout out to the man is in the high castle. Conscious rap is a scam. I believe that.
Damn. Oh my God.
Yeah, but expound on that, please.
I know what he's saying though, because it feels like it's a bunch of people acting like everything is okay.
No, they're
conscious
not
rap
saying
is-
everything's okay.
like
No,
conscious
they-
rap is we gonna be all right. Gangster rap is not like us. Conscious rap is complaining about problems, telling you to solve it without violence. Gangster rap is putting belt to ass.
So
And it
one-
don't matter who ass you putting belt. Anybody that gets in your way that makes it a problem, belt to ass.
so conscious is passive.
No.
I mean, what's the most aggressive? That's fair. What's the most aggressive gangster? What's the most aggressive conscious song that they would say that's not gangster rap?
That's what I'm saying. So it has to be passive.
Shout out to Daryl Jackson. He said it's how you define conscious rap. How do you, if you don't define conscious rap as this positive on taking of life and acknowledging that there's a problem and being aware of a problem, what is the solution?
Conscious
Say
rap.
it
is
again. I was
all-
reading the comments.
Shout out to V. Yep, the comments are good.
Yeah, I wish I could
love
read the
lunch
comments.
table.
Hey, I wish I could read the
Bro,
comments.
the lunch table, bro, they be cooking.
Man.
Getting
King
ready
got
to
the
food.
King got the left
I
out
find it on
seat,
my phone.
unfortunately.
Shout out to V. Conscious rap, Omar Epps, gangster rap, is Ice Cube and Higher
Higher
Learning.
Learning. Yeah. Afro
Wow. I just watched that too.
Yeah. Rap, what am I
Afro.
missing? Because it sounds
What's
like
that?
it's even when I listen to the Chronic album, I don't get a gangster rap album. Like I hear a bunch of niggas talking about like what's going on in Compton in the middle of a riot where shit is going bad, where they fucking niggas over and they like, man, we ain't taking this shit no more.
So what is your
All I hear is Nat Turner when I listen to gangster rap.
So there's no gangster rap that you feel is gangster rap to you.
Because to Trap's point, right? If it's just ignorant, that's not a reflection of gangster.
That's what I'm saying. So to you, there is no gangster rap.
I mean,
it's just conscious culture rap. It's just hip hop.
What they would be saying is, if I heard a rap song, like,
have you heard one that you said, "Oh, this is gangster rap"?
Probably Brother Lynch, some shit like some horrorcore shit where they just talking about just killing people on Thursday.
So you would consider that the most gangster rap you heard?
By their perception of what gangster rap is, this senseless thing that's happening.
We talk about your perception, though.
This is off my perception.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Tree. He said, "G a gangster, so it's rap." That is true. It's just what we did on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's just rap. That's
when
what
I hear "Let Me Ride,"
when I
hear "Let Me Ride," that's just what we did on Thursday.
That's what I'm trying to say. So it's just rap, not gangster rap.
So it's like
rap.
questioning my life. It's like, and it's not personal. Like remove the personal part of it, but let's not even just remove. Let's go personal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I just ride around hurting innocent people? Like I'm just walking around, just starting shit. Like, yeah, bitch, this is gangster, smack you. Like, is that what people think the West Coast does or gangster rap does? We just walk around. Give me your purse, old lady. That's not a part of the manual. They don't have that in the manual, Trap. They don't be like, page 36, if you hurt, take old lady purse, Crip. It's not in the blood or Crip manual. I've seen both manuals, Trap. It don't.
Take an old lady purse, dead homies.
Dead homies. Dead homies. That's like a standard kind of scummy crime amongst poor people. That's all I'm saying. So I don't quite know like what you would consider. Like I hear conscious rap as gangster rap. Like I don't like when I hear NWA rapping, like Snoop, I don't get gangster rap from Snoop Dogg. Like the Doggy Style album is like a party album. Like Murder Was the Case to me is like a conscious song. That's not a gangster rap song. He's telling you a cautionary tale of what could happen if you sell your soul, how it won't work out for you.
But then you have to go back and say Public Enemy would be a gangster, rap because they motivated people to fight the power, to fight back.
See, but I would look at them as a political rap group.
Yeah, but they was talking about fight back. And I look at NWA more from there. To me, it went from Public Enemy to NWA on the West Coast here.
Mm-hmm.
It went from there to this. So from my perspective, when I was growing up.
What am I missing, Trap? What am I missing?
So you mentioned the fact of that there's any uprise come within like gangster rap where it's like, yo, I wanna do better and not have to do this no more.
Do what? Commit crime?
Do better. Not even like commit crime. I wanna move. I wanna better my circumstances.
What do you? That's the whole point of being a gangster.
All right. You saying what the difference is, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna better your circumstances by committing crimes, right?
Sure.
Okay. That's the difference. Conscious rap is not gonna tell you that. Conscious rap not gonna tell you that though.
I know you don't think you sell dope because it's fun.
Conscious rap not gonna tell you that though. Conscious rap is gonna tell you, it's gonna focus on to the point of why we're in a situation. Because of the government, because of political views and shit like that.
That's what we just said.
Focus on that.
Conscious rap is gonna complain about the problem. Gangster rap is gonna solve the problem.
How they gonna solve the problem?
It's not going to solve the problem. It's just going to take action in a futile way, attempting to solve the problem in error.
I'm saying
by any means necessary.
Action. Yeah, action. Like if this person is giving me a hard time and they keep giving me a hard time, I'm going to shoot them. If the
somebody look like you.
If the police, it don't matter if it's the whitest white man or the darkest Negro from the Congos. Or the darkest Negro from Sudanese, it's all equal opportunity with cripping. and gangster rap. That's the thing, Trap. It's really fair. It's like you can't. Crime has always been a proximity thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always been a proximity thing.
In the black communities, around the black communities.
In every poor community. If you go to East LA, the same crime is happening. They selling dope, killing each other. Every crime that's happening in the blackest area of Los Angeles is happening in East LA. It's happening in Little Cambodia town. It's happening in Boston with them white folks.
But you're right. They're just giving the West Coast LA just that name.
Which is why I keep telling Trap, which is why my questions comes with the meeting. It's like, why is it when them niggas start doing it, oh, these niggas is getting out of control? Like, even to the fact that he's a legend, shout out to Mo D, because I am no power to question Mo D as Mo D. I'm just saying the thought. It's like radio play existed. One of the biggest radio songs of 87 was about LL Cool J saying he needed love. Or there's a lot of big records that came out of that 80s time. Not a lot. There's big records that came out that 80s, and they wasn't always about, hey, you know what? We're here to solve a problem.
No.
See, the thing that I respect about gangster rap is gangster rap solves the problem as best as they can.
With the tools of that community or culture.
The little bit of resources,
okay.
I'm broke. I got dope.
I agree.
Here's access to dope. I'm broke. Conscious rap is just going to complain about being broke. They're going to be like, man, the white man got us broke.
And it's going to tell you to work the system.
No, they're not going to tell you to work the system.
Yeah, they'll tell you to go to school, get educated, do all that.
I don't even know if they tell you that.
They're just gonna blame the system.
Yeah.
No, they'll blame the system, but they'll tell you to go through the system. They'll tell you to get educated. One thing they'll tell you to do is learn your history, get educated. That's how you're gonna become more conscious.
Shout out to Craze. Thank you for that $5. That label was created for us. They don't have Al Capone rap. Facts. It is true. Look, shout out to Noah Randall. So crashing out is problem solving. Listen, what y'all reference as crashing out is just Tuesday. It's not crashing out.
What's crashing out mean?
Crashing out is when it's a square term for when people, they feel like somebody do something that can land them in prison.
All right.
Jaywalk.
So
like Nat Turner crashed out. To them.
I go to jail for jaywalking. Is that crashing out?
Nah.
Nat Turner crashed out.
You know?
When people even use the term crash out, to me, it's people that's like that would be on a plantation, like, Nat, I don't know if you should be trying this.
Now it's these terms I have problems with now.
You're not backstage, Crazy. You got the wrong link. I don't know where you at.
Now.
You got to change the link, Crazy. Nat Turner crashed out to them. I'm sure it's slaves on the plantation that felt like Nat Turner crashed out. Now Nat stupid ass. Oh, stupid ass Nat.
no, mess things up over here, man.
Look, he over there got going on. We're whooping on us every week. Nat,
type the last three letters into the comment.
No, said no. Nat Turner did crash out. See, I can't. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's funny.
Yeah, that's not funny.
You get what I'm saying? Six. This is Six. You get exactly what I'm saying now. Because Six is like Six from the community, but Six do his life how he do his life. But he's balanced enough to know how it goes and why things are happening. But there are people that feel like Nat Turner crashed out.
So if you go against the system, you crash out.
Well, whatever rules.
So NWA crashed out.
NWA fell in line. NWA fell in line.
Is the link last three in the links?
They fell in line.
They fell in line. What? Oh, hold on. I'll send it to him. I gotta find out where I can get it from now. So I ain't got it in my phone no more.
The link's in the browser.
No, I think that's
not
one of the problems.
I'm not the studio. I'm not the studio link though. I'm not the studio link though.
No. I said, I'm sorry. I swear, forgive me. No, I just said, damn, I made a mistake. Chill, fool. No, Nat Turner didn't crash out. He revolted.
Okay. I'll go.
I got you. No, I'm gonna do a phone link. I got you.
That's the right word.
I just haven't got it yet. No, just give me to Monday. I get it. I don't know if StreamYard offers.
I'm not gonna get it. I got it right here.
Okay, solid. Okay, so but that's my point. Like when you saying somebody revolted, that's against the rules. So in theory, that is crashing out.
That's a pretty
no, I wouldn't use that. Crashing out. change the terminology of crashing out to fit anything.
Again, a lot of these terms are square terms. Like if somebody does something to me at a grocery store and I smack their ass upside the head with a pistol, or if I pop their ass because they said some wrong shit, I didn't crash out.
You was just extreme.
It depends on what you call extreme. Some countries, they'll give you the death penalty for selling dope. Today, it's a man that's finna be shot in a fire squad at 6 p.m. At 3 p.m. West Coast time, a man in South Carolina is finna get the death penalty by firing squad.
For what?
Because he beat his motherfucking ex's parents up to death because she didn't want to get back with him.
He crashed out.
That is
But he
not-
didn't crash
Hey,
out.
I can't speak on that because there's certain seconds I'll beat the motherfucker's ass too to death.
Listen,
So
shout out to Astro Revolutionary. First time seeing you at the lunch table, Astro. Much love. You are justifying violence. There's always a reason for violence. Like fact that you, again, the conscious thing is to believe that there's no reason for violence.
There's always a reason for anything. If you ask anybody why they did a thing, they're going to give you an answer.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends because I've heard like Jeffrey Dahmer was like, yeah, I don't really have a reason.
that nigga said they was tasty.
It was just Tuesday.
I got
That
reason.
dude
Yeah,
got
that
a
nigga
hard
said
on
he
from
was
that. That was
tasty.
his reason. He was in pursuit
I
of
was hungry.
erection.
He eating them and shit.
Yeah,
It was in
I'm
hot
eating-
pursuit of
Yeah.
erection.
Huh?
That
Pete,
dude
I'm
got
hungry.
off to that shit.
Much love, my boy. I'm hungry.
He said, I'm just
Kentucky
trying to
was
take
too
some
expensive.
pictures.
But that goes back to what you're saying about people's reality and perceptions. If somebody's saying promoting violence, no, we're promoting protection and open-mindedness, and you got to protect yourself. You got to, against the injustices. So it's not promoting violence.
Here's a great point. The homie just whooped out a nigga with the pistol because he caught him breaking into his car. Normal for him. Surprised he didn't shoot him. Is that crashing out?
Hell no.
Not at all.
That's protecting your property.
No.
He said you pistol whoop him. You could have just pulled the pistol and they could have ran.
And you could have not, and they could have shot you.
See how the layers, and this is what I have an issue, and this is what I've been telling Trap about. This is what I tell Trap about when I say like the type of records we need to create this year is these records that make you think, that force a different conversation. That's like, because I do think people look at gangster lifestyle and see it very silly. Like people really think us on the West Coast is fighting over colors. Like it's not a joke. They really think it's about the color you wear. Like you just are born and at 10, you choose a color. I'm a roll with the red, so I'm with the Bloods. And now they don't realize it's this full-fledged kind of tribal community thing. You grew up talking a certain way and everybody. They don't get is that nuance. To them, it's like you choose a color. And now whoever wears the other color, those are your enemies. That's how they see it. Because the movies told them that, or they looked at the highlight of a rap record. It's like somebody watching a basketball game, not a basketball game, but watching Sports Center and seeing like the 1 minute clips and they just dunking the ball and then they go watch a 48-minute game and get upset that was the only dunks that they saw.
Okay, well, saying that right there, remember the movie Warriors of the New York gangs and stuff? Do you remember that old movie?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where they had the old gangs and stuff? How you go from that to West Coast looking like this in gangs? Like when they showed that old movie of gangs in New York.
To them, they think for some reason New York will vehemently deny that they gangbang.
That's what I'm saying, but they're
Even though they
showing
have
it in
1,000
all kind of
movies
ways.
No,
like
no.
Yeah, they're
gangbang
showing it
and
all
movies.
kind
No.
of ways. But yet, how is it go from there to there?
not now. But historically, they be like, they don't have gangs, and like they've always had gangs.
Yeah,
But for some
always.
reason-
No, what it
You said they
was
promoting
yeah, they
gangs
always
in New
had
York.
gangs in New York.
But they
I think what
promoted it with Warriors, though. They
Yeah.
promoted New York gangs
that would
with
be
Warriors.
glorification.
Yes,
they wouldn't
they
have-
did.
Yeah, you
that.
had Black Spades, you had the Decepticons, you had all type of gangs though. But what it was that
Warriors glorification of gang culture in New York.
There it is in movies and
what you
everything.
mean? We didn't call it glorification.
No,
Nah. No, it wasn't. They made a movie out of it. They made a movie out of it. Huh? But this is what it was though.
It's a documentary.
This is what it was, though, right?
Documentary.
This is what it was though. So it was to the fact that that it made when we got knowledgeable about the gangs that was going on out west though.
not knowledgeable when you kind of got an idea.
When we got an idea that shit seemed crazy to us that y'all was, but it was presented to us that, you know, the way it was presented to us.
Yeah, like a
That y'all was fighting over colors.
No, you guys
Like-
are from where investing stuff. We made it
From the
cool.
outside looking in, we was like, what the fuck? They fighting over colors.
They went from tight pants and stuff. Investing.
That's how it was from the outside looking in.
Nice.
That's how they really feel. They be like, oh, it's because he wears red.
That's how it was from the outside looking in. That's how you looked at it like, well, hold on.
And
They
it's
was
funny
fighting
because
over-
everybody teases me, right? When I tell them I learned hip hop in 2009, I finally got it. Because most people think hip hop is a bunch of niggas spinning on their head on cardboard boxes and rapping around bonfires. That's what niggas think hip hop is. Trey, just so you know. That's why I always say I never thought I knew what it was. I got the records, I got the albums, I saw B Street, I saw Breaking, I saw Crush Groove, I knew the albums, but I did not feel like I was so intelligent as a kid that I realized, man, there's some shit to that. I never was like, oh, I'm hip hop. Now, I agree. There are human beings that will take the cliff notes. It felt like they read the book. But eventually, you got to kind of look at people who think because they read the cliff notes or saw the previews and say they saw the movie, they might be crazy. And people are crazy, Trap. People will look at the preview and be like, I saw the movie. Or they'll look at a clip of an interview like, I saw the interview. No, you didn't. Just because you watch that 30-second clip on ESPN Sports Center where they were slam dunking the game and they got LeBron's highlights, he had 32, 16, and 7, you didn't watch the game.
So that's plants in the music industry.
This is why, to me, this is why we get all of the shit about gangster rap. Because, like I told Trap, I wasn't up on the 5% of knowledge. But I knew when I listened to Wu-Tang, something more was happening.
Mm-hmm.
They was talking about smoking dust and all kind of shit. And and they won't call that gangster rap. They'll listen to Wu-Tang and they'll be talking about beating niggas up, shooting niggas, selling dope, doing dope. And they'll call it, oh, it's gangster rap. They ain't even gonna call it mafioso rap. And then they wonder why I'm looking at them crazy when they keep talking about these dumbass, fake ass meetings. It's like, well, was Wu-Tang at the fucking meeting too? Because they do the same shit.
Wait, so G, you don't believe the meeting took place?
Fuck no. I think it's another way that niggas hate on West Coast hip hop. The reason them niggas records got played more because them niggas was not being as overly creative. The records were easy to digest. It's one thing if you take Leon's number 15 song in the world, I Want to Do Something Freaky to You, which is how they made G-Thang, which was the number 15 song on the pop charts. And you take that song and you remake that song and you rap on it with a budget, it's probably not going to be hard to work at radio. If you take Knee Deep and you rework the same idea, it's probably not going to be hard to work on radio. Them niggas made a living off of fucking Parliament. Clear.
Right, so,
it's the music that makes music play. It's not the words, it's the music.
So this meeting was supposed to kill gangster rap, or what was this meeting supposed to do?
Elevate gangster rap.
It killed the black conscious movement in exchange for gangster rap. Versus them not being honest about where did people want. Everybody want to be Malcolm X. Don't no fucking body want to be Martin Luther King. Right now, to this day, there is no non-reactive movements. Malcolm X, everybody love Malcolm X, especially white people. But you don't see a nigga in this country breathing air right now talking about, well, you know what? We need to not do nothing. What was his movement called?
Who?
Martin Luther King.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
Rainbow Coalition with the rainbow shoes and shit there?
No. What was it called? How did he carry himself? He didn't want to fight.
Nonviolence.
Nonviolent.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted to kill conscious rap and elevate gangster rap.
That was the movement of the money.
So it's jealousy.
Yes.
Is that what we're saying?
It was somebody actually took it to somewhere else.
They didn't want these blacks to get rich and these blacks over here to get rich.
So the idea was the prison system was privatized, so they started to invest more money into things to make poor people commit crimes.
Yeah, but there's blacks benefiting from gangster rap.
But they felt like they were benefiting more because they own the record labels and they own the prisons that would eventually inspire Negroes
Who
to commit more crime.
what blacks own prison systems and all that before?
They're saying they're saying the white folks or maybe
They still do. It's never changed.
yeah, but
They're saying the conglomerates that own the record companies also own private prisons
Yeah,
and
never
apparently
changed.
selling shitty music that nobody wants to
That's what
buy
I'm saying. No.
versus selling good music that everyone wants to buy. That
AP.
money delta is pigeon shit compared to the
Alright.
amount of money that they
AP.
get on private prison contracts, which it actually is pigeon shit relative to their portfolio. That's
Here's
how
what
I know
changed,
that didn't
Pete.
happen.
You can
Don't
make
make
music
sense.
in prison now. All changes. You can make music in prison now. People making videos, music in prison now. That's what's
Tory
happening.
Lanez just came out.
Yeah,
with
that's
an
what's
album.
happening now,
what's
Pete.
Dr.
That's the whole
Dre's,
game.
All right, all
What's
right.
Dr. Dre's catalog worth?
You
I'm just
control.
curious.
Yeah, you control them now.
How
in
many
prison,
prisons does
still
it
make
cost
them
to
make
buy
music.
Dr. Dre's catalog? All of them?
All right,
They're
so
only in the cheapest piece of shit, pieces of dirt you can find in this country. They always
do
put them down in the
y'all
middle of fucking
realize? Do
nowhere.
y'all realize what hip hop looked like
Trap
in
over it, falling
1990?
apart.
Do y'all
Yeah.
realize what hip hop looked like how did it look in 1990?
I had a black African medallion, leather.
Facts.
Yeah, with a Malcolm X hat on.
Yeah.
What in
And all that,
1990
right?
was the top selling act? Or,
Might have been,
or up to the
LL
point
Cool
of
J
Might have been
Mama said,
1990.
knock
Might have
you
been
out.
Public Enemy. Might have
No,
been
LL
Public
Cool
Enemy.
J.
Best-selling songs up to
So-
up to 1991 were what? Who were the top
MC
artists?
Hammer, probably
No,
MC Hammer.
it was either Hammer
Hammer
or
was
LL
running.
Cool J.
Yeah,
Hammer was
and old boy from Miami had sold a lot of shit by that time
Oh,
too.
Luke was killing too. Yeah,
He was crushing. So it was
Yeah,
what?
Luke was killing.
Dancing and parties.
That's true. House Party did come out in
What crosses
1990.
over? More musical sounding shit.
All right, so this is what you can
So
do, right?
Dr. Dre came through with what? More musical sounding shit.
Vanilla Ice. Shout out to
I
Adonai
was
R.
just about
Cruz.
to say
Vanilla Ice did
bro.
come out in
Yeah.
1990. Niggas was
Yeah,
Look at
jamming.
another
that.
guy whose shit
Yeah.
sounded like what? David Bowie. More musical sounding shit.
It's true.
But that's where the switch was when 86, 87, 88 was the switch was going over to gangster rap then.
It never was a switch. The musicianship was better in certain people's music. That's what Peter said.
Because I know I started listening to NWA back in 87, 88, back then.
like
And,
Like
and the
Houdini?
music Dre was making then versus
Oh, LA Dream Team
no, not. He's talking about
when Dre was in
when
the
he was
group.
more inspired by Maul. So what happened to Dre in this particular situation? I'll confirm it with him, but I know I've heard the story from everybody else. But-
Okay.
so hip hop is a very much take what you got and make it work type of thing. Take what
Mhm.
you got and make it work. Maul, shout out to Trap and everybody from New York and anybody in hip hop period who enjoys this culture thing that them brothers created. Maul is heralded because he took the least and made the most.
Mhm.
But it very much was an MPC and him sampling things to make it work. And he did an incredible job. To me, whether nobody wants to admit it, he reached his true apex in 1990 with the LL Cool J record, Mama Said Knock You Out. That's to me, nobody would probably ever agree with me, but listening to his catalog and studying it, that's the one where I was like, damn, you could just see his diversity. His style had grew and he had mastered it in another way. You know what I mean? And this becomes LL's probably greatest album, right? It's Mama Said Knock You Out, Around the Way Girl is on there. What else is on there?
On the
Trap.
album?
Which one? You talking about
Mama Said Knock You Out. Mama Said Knock You Out. Around the Way Girl.
Jiggling Baby. I thought was it Jiggling Baby? No.
All just went crazy on it. Marley Marl.
Yeah.
So what happened was, to Pete's point is, so when Dre left Ruthless, he got with Suge. They got with Suge. They start to work on these records, which end up being the Chronic. They end up getting, Suge end up kind of, for lack of better terms, forgive me, Pops, forgive me, Suge, swindling Dick Griffey. Dick Griffey is a understudy at Motown, helped write and produce records, started his own label called Solar, Sounds of Los Angeles Recordings. The Whispers come from Solar. He discovered Babyface and L.A. Reid. They were part of a group called The Deal. He had all these great talents. You know what I mean? Like, he had this label. This label was booming. Great relationship with Don Cornelius, so he was able to break different things through Soul Train, and they were killing. So
here's a stat for you. I'll put this all to bed real fast.
Okay.
In 2025, the U.S. government will spend $3.9 billion on private prisons. That's total cost, all of it. And through this time era that I just looked at 7 seconds before that, the music industry in total was doing $20 billion a year. So hip hop was doing more than that whole contract ecosystem was worth.
it don't make sense. But just to honor the point. So when Dre leaves, so he goes over here, Suge, for lack of a better term, forgive me, Pop swindles Dick Griffey. Dick Griffey think he's gonna be in business in hip hop. You know, he's cool. Dick Griffey is the one that hooked him up with the soundtrack for the song that ended up introducing Snoop, 187 on Undercover Cop. Deep cover. Dick Griffey played. It actually was a Solar soundtrack, if I remember correctly. Right? So they give them a song, boom. So they're working on their album in Solar, which gets them an SSL because Dick has an SSL, which gets them working musicians because they're making R&B in this building. This ain't like Maul and them. It's not just Larry Smith, you know, who was a wizard on could play and excellent on drum machine, or like Rick, or like Maul, who's just a master. No, it's like niggas walking around this motherfucker in this building that they're making the Chronic at that can play music. It's the best engineers because these people have been engineering for years on multiple platinum smashes, top 10, 5 smashes. These are the people that Dr. Dre has access to after coming off of NWA, after coming off making Eazy-E, DOC, Michelet, after coming off of making the stuff with Lonzo, World Class Wrecking Crew, and now he has access to all of this. That's why the Chronic sounds the way it sounds. So they were able to have basses replayed on G-Thing because they have a bassist walking around the studio. They probably gave him a joint. So again, it's like, instead of them feeling like money was dumped into gangster rap, they're not giving credence to actually what happened to gangster rap. Because remember, Ice Cube had to go to New York. He went to the Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad is the same.
And continuing making what type of music?
Huh?
What type of music? What type of music did he make when he came to the East?
I asked you.
You told me it was conscious music, right?
It was Ice Cube.
I've always asked y'all, how do y'all define Ice Cube?
Like you
It's
just said,
conscious rapper. He was a conscious rapper early in the game. He was conscious.
Yeah, but what is conscious? That's what I'm saying. His shit was about solutions like a motherfucker. And he was tripping on them records. That shit wasn't no complaining about no problems or just no protesting. They was on some shit on that record.
Let me
Let me go through the track listing.
No. I want you to go through the track list. Do this first. Go ahead.
Hold on.
That's what I want you to. I want you to track
off dead.
Go right into the spot I want you to go to. Go ahead. There you go.
The Nigga You Love to Hate. America's Most Wanted. What They Hitting For, which is a song about shooting dice. You Can't Fade Me. Once Upon a Time in the Projects. Turn Off the Radio. Endangered Species. A Gangster's Fairy Tale. I'm Only Out for One Thing. Get Off My Dick and Tell Your Bitch to Come Here. The Drive-By. Rolling with the Lynch Mob. Who's the Mac? It's a Man's World. And The Bomb.
That's
that album is crazy.
Hey, that's
now, like I said, within the whole thing, that's a lot of that's balance right there. That's balance right there.
What's
That's
not
balance right
balanced?
there. So now I'm sure you're not balanced right now. I'm sure you're not balanced.
If he's not
Now,
balanced.
can you read the 2 NWA albums track lists, please? Read the first one, Straight Outta Compton, and then read Niggas for Life.
Got you. Here we go. Right here. Straight Outta Compton. Start with Straight Outta Compton. Straight Outta Compton. Fuck the Police. Gangster. It Ain't Rough. Parental Discretion is Advised. 8 Ball Remix. Something Like That. Express Yourself. Compton's in the House. I Ain't the One. Dope Man. Quiet on the Set. Something to Dance to.
That's conscious to me.
That's balance. That's balance.
What's
now read Niggas for Life. Now read Niggas for Life.
Niggas for Life. Hold up, I got you.
Real niggas don't die. Niggas for life. Protest. Appetite for destruction. Don't drink that wine. Always into something. Real niggas to kill a hooker. One less bitch. Find them, fuck them, and flee. Automobile. She swallowed it. I'd rather fuck you. Approach the danger. 1-900 to Compton. The days are way back.
You see balance in that one too?
I understand it all.
I understand it all.
You see balance? Do you see balance in that one though?
What do you mean balance? Balance of what? Am I
You
looking for?
you see the change? You see the change from one to the other?
I mean, Ice Cube is not there.
Okay. The conscious rapper.
So Ice Cube is the conscious rapper.
No, I mean the one that brought the conscious to the group though, right?
Oh, let me say this.
Or you said because Easy is a gangster.
Mm, mm,
Oh, okay. I'm making sure.
mm.
When you said automobiles rolling through that made me think of, when I was young and at times of my car and how much my car meant to me and all that. So to me, there's more conscious. What is he saying about that automobile? Because it brought back memories to me thinking about when I was in the car at that time period.
Hold
it
on.
was very important.
This is the Chronic. The Chronic, Fuck with Dre Day, Let Me Ride, The Day the Niggas Took Over, Nothing But a G Thing, These Nuts, Little Ghetto Boy, A Nigga with a Gun, Rat-a-tat-tat, Lyrical Gangbang, High Power, Stranded on Death Row, Bitches Ain't Shit.
Yeah, I understand that too.
Classic album.
You have to come to the conclusion that in your mind, y'all live this more peaceful existence, which that's a lie. That's just a lie. I'm not going to let none of my New York partners get up in here and act like that y'all was just
clean.
Like y'all didn't have no problems and the music didn't represent it. That's not true. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. PE is very much a political group. But at the same time PE was popping, Player Pete, there was a group called BDP. And Boogie Down Productions was on some shit.
And Chris,
And when he got off it,
had that Drake on the album cover.
And then what happened?
What happened?
Scholar Rock got killed. Then they stopped. I'm saying no more Criminal Minded was no more existence right there within it.
What was that? What was that? That was By Any Means Necessary when he had the chop
resembling the Malcolm X picture.
Yeah.
Except he had that Uzi.
Yeah.
Didn't somebody try to get a whole groups together and do stop the violence because it was so peaceful over there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
KRS-One.
Oh, was that? I mean, it was peaceful, right? They didn't do that, did they? It's only on the West Coast, right?
I'm just saying, I just never believed that rhetoric. I think conscious, like I said, conscious rap whines about problems and complains about problems. Gangster rap is trying to solve problems to the best, and everybody's doing it
trying to solve problems, man.
That's what it's all about. That's what you said. What your complaint is, the finite solutions. If you come fucking with me, I'm gonna kill you.
First, you say that it's about them speaking their story about the war that they're going through, right?
Sometimes it is. Like the drill is that.
And what's the drill? What's drill a subgenre of?
A trap.
Not gangster rap. Not reality rap.
Not really, because it kind of came from Atlanta. Who you call it? Version. I'm glad you said that.
It's their version
who you call it from Atlanta rap. That's a gangster rapper. I would like to know.
No, listen, I don't even like to use the term.
It's interesting.
I don't even use the term of gangster rapper like that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying like
a gangster rapper that's not from California, from to believe it's not, or somebody
Cool
not
G
from
Rap. Cool G Rap.
Oh, so then why he didn't bring up Cool G Rap?
Who?
Cool G Rap was putting out records at the same time Mo D was. Not the early part. Forgive me. Mo D is a true pioneer for G Rap. So forgive me, Mo D. I'm saying in that time period of 87, because I don't want niggas to think I'm playing with Mo D name. Like there's a certain thing I have for all of the brothers that created this thing that saved my life that I don't ever want it to come across challenging or disrespect. But G Rap is putting out records at the same time that they putting out the Black Medallion Leather Africa Peace Rap. Kid and Players putting out the same thing. Dancing Music. Vanilla Ice is putting out all the same thing. In 1990 is a special time.
This is when I tell you though, it's like this though. When you have some, all right, so it's all about balance, you know what I'm saying? So you can put out whatever you want to put out, long as it's, you know what I'm saying, long as the pendulum is not off balance. You know what I'm saying it's not off balance like that. You know what I'm saying? When you have one type of music just coming out, it becomes unbalanced, and that's it. So it's not to say that you shouldn't make, people shouldn't make, you know what I'm saying, music that basically talks about what's going on in the hood, the tales of what's going on in the hood, but you always have to talk about other things though too, to uplift the people though too at times.
So Trap, you just saying have balance, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's it. It's all about balance.
Shout out to Rod Dub TV, who always gives me shit at the lunch table. Glasses. So do you feel like slanging rocks, killing ops, smashing thoughts, etc. is considered problem solving?
He
Okay.
already said yes to that question.
Yes, his problem solved.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you broke, you gonna sling rocks.
If you are broke, you are slanging rocks. That's solving a problem. I'm broke. I don't have nothing to eat tonight. Let me go slang these rocks. Yes, that's problem solved. Problem
Kill
two. This dude is trying to shoot me because I exist, because I grew up over here and they had a problem with my friend. Let me pop this motherfucker. Problem two solved. Problem three. I have went through puberty. This lady is trying to I actually need to bust I need to have an orgasm so my body feels at ease. This lady wants to give me some vagina, so I'm going to sleep with her. Problem three solved. Solution.
Let him cook.
Solutions, Rob. Solutions.
What was the
See,
New York?
now,
What was the conscious rap
maybe-
version of this piece?
Now, if it was a conscious
I'm
rap,
broke.
he'd be
This guy's
rapping
attacking
about-
me, and I got a hard on. What the fuck do I do about
Exactly. He be
this?
rapping about jacking off to nothing and puberty and shit.
Abstinence. He be
Yeah,
rapping
yeah.
abstinence.
Yeah.
He's rapping about puberty and shit.
Keep your power. Be abstinence. Save your power. Save your. Don't let nobody have.
Don't let
it.
nobody have your
Don't
power.
let these girls get your power.
I've been celibate for years. It made me an animal.
That's how y'all make conscious
Yeah,
rap.
that's what conscious do. Keep it to yourself.
Oh, fuck.
Conscious want to be selfish.
Conscious is like they finna express how puberty feels. My penis getting hard every night, and I'm going through it.
Yeah,
I must refrain. I
I'm
must
getting bumps
refrain.
on my face. We gonna have a conscious rap. We gotta double back on this conversation next week. I got with D1. We finna do something with D1 when we go to Atlanta, Pete. D1 finna be on my ass too. I already know it. We need to get fucking. You know who I need to get in here? He probably gonna cut me out, but LaRussell. Because LaRussell will be the perfect person that would try to act like to me that like I need to know who is this conscious person. Rod, like yeah. Rod, you can't front. Those are solutions. Trap, are those not solutions? I don't know I'm eating tonight.
The three solutions.
I can sell some dope and make some money and
I
get
think
dinner.
the question is the sustainability of those solution based models is really I think what the conscious rap crowd is pushing back
I
on.
understand. I get what they're saying. They like we just gonna sit on this plantation and complain about it, and then one day somebody's gonna do something.
Jesus go come and set us free.
Yeah, that sound conscious. Sound like conscious rap.
Somebody in the past that conscious rap would say, "Don't disrespect that African queen. Treat her right."
Yeah, you're right.
Be fucking all the
You're
hoes.
right.
Common, the most conscious nigga in the world, be fucking all the hoes.
They protect. Hey, they
Forgive me,
protect.
legend.
Common's
But I'm
that
just
guy
saying.
on Instagram now. Like the modern version of Common is the guy on Instagram who says like who puts out all this advice for like simp ass men to like buy your girl flowers and get her everything she wants. That's what a real man does, so that he can get pussy inboxed to him like en masse.
Conscious. Common
His
for
original
sure
name was
Grand
Common
Rising
Sense,
Queen.
so I get it.
Common for sure is Grand Rising.
Hey, when
Queen.
they said protect the queens,
for
that's
sure.
when niggas start fucking
Grand
white
Rising
girls.
Queen, I'm done.
You know what I'm
Grand
saying?
Rising
You
Queen.
know?
Grand. If you say Grand Rising, your ass a conscious rapper. I don't give a fuck if you don't even rap.
That's funny.
Grand Rising.
Oh, man.
Is that fair to say? Conscious rap is about complaining about the problem.
Nah, conscious rap is basically
way or
conscious
legal way.
rap is more so to it's more so to educate, inspire, you know what I'm saying? And not just talk about the gritty street tales of the of being in the hood. So that's basically what it is, though. You know what I'm
So
saying?
summertime, a
simple,
conscious song?
sometimes a fun song.
Sound pretty
That's a fun
conscious.
song. Nah, everything's not conscious, man. If a music doesn't carry the message of social issues, you know what I'm saying, bringing political awareness, you know what I'm saying, it's not conscious, you know what I'm saying, and it's talking about personal growth. You know what I'm saying? You got to be talking about personal growth, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, to basically consider yourself a conscious rapper. Everybody doesn't fall in the conscious rapper lane, though. Everybody doesn't get that right
I
there.
always thought, honestly, I always thought of myself as a conscious rapper.
What do you think of him? What you think Glasses is?
Huh?
What you
Say
think
again?
Glasses is? You think Glasses is a conscious rapper?
Hell no, he think I'm a gangster rapper.
Nah, yeah, West Coast rap. You know, yeah, West Coast do that correct.
Oh, I'm getting off this shit. Bro.
And that's how we
That's
finna
how we
wrap
gonna
this
end
shit
it.
up. Fucking trap, man. Fuck.
West Coast. dude.
Trap set my weekend just right off. Just
Damn, man, that's crazy.
This is No Feelings Live, the lunch hour every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We finna get the phone thing going. I think I can hook it up through my Rode. I'm sure I can because it got a phone thing here that I can plug into. And we're gonna add a number to call in and let the lunch table talk crazy. So we can hear y'all crazy ass shit.
Yeah, do that. That's fire.
Yes, and I got it right here on the road. It said got a picture of an iPhone, which is crazy. It ain't a picture of no other phone. It's a damn iPhone
It's in the back.
on the damn
Plug-ins in the
road
back.
on the mixer. And
You
it
good
probably
to
got
go.
the plug. So it's like, yeah. Shout out to Nisha. She said, y'all need somebody to monitor these channels. Champ Young, you need to give me anytime you're ready, Champ. You just let me know. You got the number, bro. We do this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon. We back Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time. Make sure y'all check out the latest episode of No Ceilings, the podcast dropping Tuesday. We're working on something for Atlanta. I think we may have a meet and greet because it's kind of fast. I don't know if Pete want to do it, but we're gonna do it at we're gonna do it at my favorite barbecue spot in Atlanta. And something, but we're gonna do a live event too. We're gonna do a live event. Well, I think we're gonna do it in LA. So I'm gonna try to give y'all enough time to plan to where you can fly to LA and have y'all fed, make it where it's cool. Y'all can somebody feed y'all some food, a real lunch table. Make it nice. But check out the No Ceilings podcast on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcast from. No Ceilings Podcast, executive produced by Charlamagne the God, the Black Effect Network, and iHeart. Rod Dub, let's make sure we link, bro. If you in the A, let's get up. I'll be on the west side. We're gonna go up for sure. Much love to y'all, man. I'll see y'all Monday at noon.
That's a fact.
All right, y'all.